Well, it's been a while, a lot's gone on, so I thought I'd come on give you an update. And the first thing to say is, I've been pulled off. It's not what we wanted, is it? But unfortunately, this is what they do. This is what they do. And I'm going to have to do that a lot, I'm afraid, during this broadcast, in case, of course, you are now watching on BitChute or Rumble, and in case that lot are lurking, in case we've got any lurkers, I'm going to have to, keep the code up, because I've been pulled off. There's no other way of saying it. Off the YouTube, and it's a shame. It's a real shame because. No offence to the people who watch me, but most of them can't be bothered to move over to BitChute and Rumble. They can't see that their spiritual development is as such that they can't see the magic in Rumble and BitChute. They can't see it right in front of them. And if they were more spiritually developed, of course, they would be watching on those platforms. But, what can we do? That's my reasoning for why I don't have as many people watching right now. The reach isn't there because people are too underdeveloped and lazy, can't be bothered to switch across. It's just a simple click, isn't it? Simple click. But they can't be bothered. Now, you may also notice that I'm wearing my grippy gloves. As you all know, if you've watched Confessions of a Driving Instructor, you will know that these grippies are marvellous. Absolutely ruddy marvellous. Great and we call it grippy gloves grip on to 5D. So if you would like a pair, I'm merching them. I've been forced to merch more because of all this. I'm merching, so if you'd like a pair of these with 17% off, see what I did there, promo code is Lyman's Grippy. If you want the 17% off, Lyman's Grippy for your pair of fantastic grip onto 5D grippy gloves. Right, let's move on then. Let's talk about the intel that I've got for you today. Quite a lot. I want to start actually with Juan07. Now, he's been talking a lot lately, and I mean, for the most part, I like him. I like him. I like him a lot. But for the most part, but there are some things he will say that I don't agree with. And one thing he said is that Nasara Jasara is not real, and that the QFS is not real. And I'll have to say, how can you say that when somebody as credible as Fraudy is in charge, is the chairman of the board of the QFS? How can you say it's not credible? How can you say it's not real? I've got to say I disagree with Juan on that matter. He's wrong there. You're wrong, pal. I'm sorry, I've got to say it. You're wrong. So, look, it's coming. We've been telling you for the last 2 years it's coming. It's still coming, okay? And, you're just going to have to trust that it's all happening. It is. It just because it's been signed off. I've been pulled off. QFS has been signed off. There's a lot of offing going on at the moment. So there you go. So that's there. I've said it. And it's so therefore it's real. Right. Secondly, we've got to talk about the raid. I will say this. There's going to be a lot coming out. Now, don't be afraid if they try and arrest Trump. It's all part of the plan. He knew, and he deliberately left stuff out. He deliberately left stuff there as part of the plan, because he knew it was coming. He did. And Fraudy, who had a lovely meal with Eric Trump the other week, because they are friends. They're definitely friends, and proof is there, because he said that they met and chatted and had a great time. so it's true. They also, he confirmed to Fraudy that they already knew. He said they already knew it was coming. They already knew, and they left stuff out willy-nilly left and right because they knew. What they actually did was they had devices hidden. Now, what usually happens with these agencies is they look for the first. They look for the first device. And they find that and think, great. And then they look for the second one, they find that, think, great. And then if they're really pushing it, you know, they look for the third, they get that, and they go, that's it, we've got it, we've got everything. They didn't think about the fourth, did they? Didn't think about the fourth. No. And for that reason, they are going to lose. Tell you now, I've heard that. I've heard that. Just to go back to what Juan O'Savin was saying about the QFS and Nasara Jasara, and one thing that he was saying was about, you know, the quantum computer not being trustworthy. And let me tell you, I use the quantum computer daily. I mean, almost in charge of it, to be honest with you. And people are saying, you know, you can't trust it, it's AI. It's not AI. Look, the quantum computer is a consciousness. It's a form of consciousness that resides in a mainframe. So it's not AI. It's a form of consciousness that resides in a mainframe, which means it's not AI. Can't be. It isn't. But, I mean, I use it often ahead of my legal team when I'm looking for people who say mean things about me on the internet. And what I've found is, I mean, I've found that MC Grifters' name and address, and he's been dealt with. He's actually going to court very soon, very soon, actually. And, you know, and that's what the quantum computer, so it's not AI, it's consciousness in a mainframe. Not AI. No. Isn't. So if, you know, Juan O'Savin is getting things, he is getting things a little bit in a bit of a pickle by making suggestions that aren't true. So we trust the quantum computer and we trust the QFS. And that's all you need to know. You just have to trust me, I'm afraid, because I do know stuff, and I'm giving you the intel on BitChute and on Rumble. So you know it's credible. Yeah, it's credible, right? Okay, so just watch out for these guys. They are everywhere at the moment, but they're on the back foot. I'll tell you now, they're on the back foot. Patriots are in control, and it's only a matter of time before the house of cards just falls down. Just falls down. Just you wait. Just you wait and see what's coming. You won't believe it. You won't believe it. But I can't say any more because I've signed an NDA, military one. So I'm going to go now, actually, but I just wanted to say, don't be lazy, be bothered, move to BitChute, move to Rumble, and I will see you again. Don't forget about the grippies. Right, okay, right, thank you very much. Because I've been pulled off. Right, this is a direct message to members of my organisation. I have been working very, very closely with the quantum computers to scan what members of the organisation are actually looking at online, and there will be consequences. So, if any coordinators anywhere in the world have been liking Intel Ladies videos, giving it the thumbs up, you're sacked. If any coordinators or members of my organisation have been subscribing to Intel Ladies channel and then hitting the bell so that they can be notified every time she uploads new content, if any of you have been doing that, you're sacked. If any of you have gone to buymeacoffee.com/Intel Lady and bought her a coffee or two or more, you're sacked. I'm not having that level of insubordination within my my organisation. If I find any of you been I'm using the quantum computers. Me and Bicky Peg know if you've been doing that sort of thing. That's your consequence. You will be sacked. And no med beds for you. No med beds. No QFS. You're out on your ear. You're out on your own. So don't disappoint me. Don't be looking at her channel. Don't be sharing her content. Don't be liking her content. Do not buy her a coffee.com/Intel Lady. If I see any of that, you're sacked. Right. Okay. Thank you. Because I've been pulled off.